As a dungeon master, I don't know if I'm supposed to be telling you guys these things, but this is what is actually behind the DM screen. I'm basing this off of what I keep behind my DM screen, but I'm guessing that most of us keep something similar back there. Starting off with about 5% of my space, I've got my session prep. Yeah, it's 5%. There is not a lot of session prep going on back there. So if most of this isn't D&D related prep, what is back there? At about 18%, we've got a little map that I scribbled on a napkin. The odds are really good that I made this map when I should have been prepping for my session, but instead I went and got boba. I spend so much on boba every month. At about a quarter of my space behind the DM screen, I've got my snacks. I would like to reiterate that if the snacks were brought by a party member, that party member gets advantage. Somebody should bring a Kit Kat to next week's session. At about 20% of my space, I've got my monster manual. This is the best book to have behind the DM screen because if you didn't make a plan, you can just kind of open it and go, oh, that's a cool monster. I guess they're gonna have to fight that now. At about 16% of my space, I've got my 18 character sheets of characters I'll never get to play. I think that this is a shared Dungeon Master experience. We really like making characters and we never get to be a player. So the character sheets just sort of build up. And sometimes I like to stare at them longingly while my party is contemplating how to open a door for an hour and a half. At about 5% of the space behind the screen, we've got 12 D10s for the Barbarian. At some point, the Barbarian will forget to check for a trap and the Barbarian will explode, so I do need my 12 D10s for damage dice. And finally, at another 25% of my space behind the screen, I have my spray bottle. I'm dungeon mastering for my group. I'm like, oh, you guys are walking into a cave. One of my party members goes, I have dark vision. It's really that simple. This is what's behind my DM screen. Okay, bye.